Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm Jamar Dunn again here with Happy Harlem Hour. Come with me and let me take you on a tour of Harlem. We're here today to celebrate New York Design Week, and we want to give a special thanks to Harlem 2020 and Good Days. Community is what we're all about, especially at Happy Harlem Hour, and we want to give a special thanks to Harlem Parade for providing the next 5 videos.
My name is Sisi Al-Haji, and I'm the chef owner of Ponty Bistro and Renaissance Harlem. I mean, to tell you the truth, to be an owner of my 2 businesses in Harlem make me very proud. I mean, Harlem is home for me. I came here in 1995 and I never lived. So for the last 24, 25 years, I've been living right here in Harlem. I mean, you know, in 2008, I opened my first restaurant in downtown. Back then, I used to work downtown, so I know that neighborhood very well. And I was dreaming to open my own restaurant, so I opened it in 2008. But I live right here in Harlem. And in the early 2010, 2012, I see a lot changing in Harlem. People don't want to go to downtown anymore, they want to stay here. And I say, you know what, I need to open my own restaurant in my own neighborhood. And we did this in 2014. Usually spring and summer is my busy season. So since then we start doing takeout and delivery and until we open outside. So now we're doing maybe 30% of the business from last year, but it's better. We bring some people back to work, not everybody, but at least we have 10 guys back to work. And so it's not too bad. So we just want to keep the place going. It's not you know, about making money right now, but it's about to survive. We just want to survive. My name is Sisi Al-Haji, and I'm a very proud business owner in Harlem.
I decided to open up a business in Harlem because I felt like there were things here that we needed, we wanted, but we didn't have. And I think a lot of people make the assumption that if something's not here, it's not needed or wanted, and that's so wrong. So I wanted to bring beautiful things to Harlem, and so instead of waiting for it, we did it. One of the things that was foremost in front for us in doing Nilu was preserving and continuing the Harlem culture. You know, everyone around the world knows what Harlem is, you know, who Harlem is. And over the decades, it's been many things to many people. And so we really wanted to capture that in not only just, you know, t-shirts and coffee cups, but also, you know, for children. So everything that, you know, is curated at Nilu speaks to the Black culture, speaks to Black culture as it relates to not only Harlem, but Black culture that whether you're from California, Atlanta, Chicago, you see it and you feel like, you know, that's who we are, the best of what we are in art, in literature, in everyday life. And so Harlem is the place that, you know, it's Harlem. I am Katrina Paris, and I am a proud Harlem business owner.
When people ask me where I'm from, the first thing I say is Harlem, loud and very boastfully. It means pride. It means feeling good about being Black. It means being cool to be Black. Harlem means culture in a word. This picture here in the window right here shows 1963, Malcolm X standing right there on that corner there. And that's the very corner from which I was born and raised. And now I get the opportunity to teach people, not only kids from the local community, but people from around the world about how these great icons, these great legacies impacted the very community where I'm from. And to be from here and to do this job nowadays is like having the best job in the world. There was a point in time, this time of day, When you walk from that corner to this corner, there'll be visitors from around the world, literally. And coming down the block, coming from north, coming south, the tour buses will turn on a regular basis at that corner there, going to the restaurants, going to the eateries, going to the Harlem Market. Right now, if you pan this area, you will see absolutely zero visitors to the community nowadays. That's all Corona. It's been devastating to a certain degree. But now, what we want to develop programs where New York City celebrates New York City. Don't go on a vacation, how about engage in a staycation? Stay right here and learn the history of your local community. Learn the history of Malcolm X from 1957 to 1963, being right there on that corner, going in and out of that building right there. Learn the history of Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Learn the history of the great Wyatt T. Walker. Let's go to the imagination. Imagine day, March 24th, 1968, when Dr. King brings Wyatt T. Walker to Canaan Baptist Church of Christ. We didn't know at that time that we would lose him 9 days later. This is the kind of history that we get the opportunity to celebrate nowadays, not only from around the world, but from people who live right here in Harlem. My name is Neil Shoemaker.
My name is James McNeil.
Proud business owners, Harlem Heritage Tours. Harlem means everything to us.
Well, Harlem is love, Harlem is family, it's heritage, it's legacy, it's tradition, it's architecture, it's creativity, it's any and everything that you need to thrive and be successful. I'm from Harlem, grew up on West 143rd, 150th Lenox Avenue, and so I know the sacrifice and hard work and dedication that the people of Harlem have. And so for me, it's about living up to my ancestors' dreams. It's about taking a stake in the American dream and creating it and allowing my family to go to the next level. So for me, it's about evolution of self. It's about respecting the elders, but it's also about embracing a new community and growing into something new. And so our family is here and we're trying to do something that's never been done before in our family. Family businesses change generations, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to elevate our family, but elevate our community at the same time. So being in Harlem for us is like being home. When you have a business, when you're in a community, representation is important for future generations. It's important that you pay respect for where you came from. And our brand aesthetic was to let Harlem and Harlemites know that we love being here, we appreciate you, we want you to get quality services and great products. So it's really important for us to be in Harlem where we came from. Creating a community is important because you can't have a successful business if your community is not successful. You can't stand alone. Collective economics is what we're about, working with each other, building each other up, taking each other to the next level. All of that is what we're trying to do. I am Shay Wood, and we are a proud Harlem family-owned business here at Harlem Haberdashery.
Lambda Lounge was created because we saw a need for a safe space for queer people of color in our community, which was sorely lacking. Those days of us having spaces like this are long gone, and we wanted to bring it back. Harlem is the epicenter of black culture. We're better to open an establishment owned by 2 black men. More importantly, 2 black gay men. It's a good home. The reason why we decided to make this space for LGBTQ, we were at an establishment here in Harlem, actually not too far from this very space. We were hanging out with a couple of friends. It was a straight establishment, and the DJ stopped the entire party and said, "Men don't dance with men here." Yelled it out over the entire crowd. And that kind of struck a nerve. It reminded me that though we are present, we are only being tolerated. And this space here, the Lambda Lounge here, we're not tolerated here. We are accepted here six days a week. 6 days a week, not 7. I need my rest. But 6 days a week, we're accepted here. This is our space, this is our home. This is where people can come and be themselves and not be concerned about the toleration, and when that toleration is is done.
And we hope that people outside of the LGBTQ plus community will accept us as well in the community, because we had a chance to meet a lot of the neighbors, and they've been very open, with, welcoming us to the neighborhood, as well as giving us useful advice on business, like, who to work with and what to do. So we really appreciate that as well.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how accepting people are.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be a little harder, but it's been good.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Richard Solomon.
And I'm Charles Hughes, and we are proud Harlem business owners.
Hey, no.
Hey.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed yourself and got a taste of some of the amazing businesses here in Harlem. Again, I'm Jamar Dunn, also known as Wild and Wonderful. Please follow me on all social media platforms. And if you want to know about the cool events and what's really going on in Harlem, please follow me at Happy Harlem Hour. I know all the top businesses in Harlem, and I'm really planning some amazing stuff. So check it out. Thank you again for showing up today, and stay tuned for more dope events right here in the heart of Harlem. That's right, put your bracelet on. We got 10 different venues, lots of experiences. Come on out, starting tomorrow. Come on out, girls. I'll see you in Harlem. Get your Happy Harlem Hour bands now.
Sneaker love story.
My first sneaker love.
一番最初に好きになったスニーカーは
First sneaker love.
First sneaker I fell in love with.
First sneaker love.
My first sneaker love.
My first sneaker love.
First sneaker love.
My first sneaker love.
My sneaker love. What was my first sneaker love?